Welcome to Project 2025 Far Right Radio, your home for the national anthem and Lee Greenwood 24 hours a day. Later today on Project 2025 All Trump All the Time Radio, we'll have How to Be a Woman, where the only net or web you should be dealing with is cleaning in your own home for those spider webs. At 4 o'clock, the Fuhrer will be coming on to tell us about how everyone is against him all day, all the time. But first, here is... Click. Hi, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Enjoy it while you can. No, we're going to be fine. But these people who are out there right now, the stupidity that they're planning, this won't be allowed. And guess what? I don't care. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I know I usually start by, saying, thank you to everyone, and I'm very grateful. But right now, I'm annoyed at the stupidity. Oh, thank you, the nails. These are today's nails. Sorry, I'm shaking a little bit. Having kind of a hard kind of day, and then this on top of it, and okay. Really? I'm just going to jump in. But first, I'm going to point out one thing. All right? And this sounds overblown. What a ridiculous thing to say. So extreme. But when I started this channel, I knew, or rather, more specifically, back when Trump came into office, we didn't know what was going to happen. And for those youngins in the future who don't, they don't understand how frightening it was. Seriously, when Trump came into office, we really didn't know what was going to happen. And there was a real fear that he was going to set up camps, and he did it for immigrants, but we were concerned it was going to be for anybody who was Muslim, anybody who it's not playing along. Oh, well, anybody who was Muslim, anybody who was too far to the left. We didn't know what was going to happen. And it sounds ridiculous. Now I understand to some people, but I got so annoyed. I was doing these readings anyway. That's why I started the channel. I was doing political readings or tarot readings on politics because the news would come out about whatever Trump and his ilk were doing, Trump and his ick were doing, and I would grab my card. I'd be like, where are my cards? Tell me this isn't going to happen. What the heck? And I'd do the reading and it would make me feel better. Okay. And eventually I was like, I've got a camera. I had basically zero self-confidence, but I had a camera and I had cards. And I thought, well, maybe this would help some people. And once I got started, and when Trump was at his worst and the Republicans were at their worst, I honestly started, there were moments I was just so angry that I just thought, okay, all right, well, it's incredibly unlikely, but if for some stupid reason I got hauled into court for criticizing the Fuhrer, I want 500 videos up. I want 300 videos up that they can use against me. Once I hit 300, I want 500 videos up that they can use against me in court. And on and on and on. Valley Sergeant says, I marched in the Women's March. Thank you. So, Xander Taylor says, as a child victim of narcissistic parents, I was on pins and needles for 4 long years with the Orange Menace. I'm sorry. Bonjour. So, yeah, I don't have time. I have no patience for this extreme garbage. None. Zero. Not interested. This is the United States of America. And we are a representative democracy. So get stuffed if you're trying to take it away. Okay. Question 1. Yes, Janelle Espinoza, there is a full moon in Scorpio, which maybe while my sun is at 14, just a couple minutes short of 14 degrees Scorpio. The new moon that was this morning at like 3:30 a.m. Chicago time was at like 3:30 a.m. So it has moved on a bit, but it's definitely got my sense of self fired up. But also just the stuff in the news. It's just. Jim Dave says they can charge me as a co-conspirator. Oh yeah, I imagine there are a lot of us where it would be like, we are it because what do I say? We are in this together. We're not alone. We're in this together. And trust me, there are good days ahead. I need to close this window. Sorry. Oh, the heater came on. So, all right. Sit down. Oh, B. Smith says new moon combust Mars. Ah, that must be it. So I've grabbed the Art Nouveau, the tarot. Links in the description box. Sherry says, I marched in the 70s with my mom. Equal rights, civil rights, women's rights, LGBTQ rights, called gay rights back then. Never thought I'd have to do it again in my 60s. Yeah, exactly. Jeez. So, 8:15. Axios is reporting that there is a, quote, growing army of Trump loyalists. And I try to keep things clean around here, but just imagine this with my hands turned around. If I was English. A growing army of Trump loyalists who are being vetted now, a year prior to the 2024 election, to descend upon DC should Trump win in 2024. He won't. The numbers currently appear to be close to 54,000. Really? And are meant to be of people who will immediately oust government officials from their jobs so Trump can take over the entire government without restraint. Quote, it's only one thing to have rhetoric. It's another thing to take the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Defense, the Department of Justice, and put in there people who believe what Trump believes, so that you can do things that he says he's going to do, unquote. There was even some talk of him getting rid of the cabinet so he can just do what he wants. to any and everyone who believes this is an option, get stuffed. So, what's going to happen? Jana says, Trump loyalists, come on down, boys. Let's get a real good look at you. That's awesome. Yes. Yes. And 54,000. CC Ryder says, LOLLL. The top 20 will be in jail. True. Insult to injury. Take several seats. And if anybody thinks there are 54,000 people who would be willing to go to Washington, D.C. and throw out all these government officials, how exactly would that work? How exactly? It's just this man can't get idioms straight. This man, he can't word very well. He is too much of a coward to fire anybody himself. And he is... Okay, anyway. High Priestess, Judgment, 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups, Hierophant. Are there some people that believe the lies on the right? Yes, there are. I hate to say it, but there are. They're not all going to go away. But they really are not thinking about how many women are going to vote, are they? Just haven't quite twigged to that. Just higher wisdom, judgment, burdened. The far right burdened under their own sticks. Are they going to keep lying about this? Oh yeah, this is a fantasy, illusion, delusion about the government. Oh, look what we're going to do. Now, please do understand, I'm extremely glad that they did not succeed in the insurrection, and everyone who hurt those police officers should be in prison for the rest of their natural lives, my opinion. But keeping that in mind, these idiots couldn't even pull off an insurrection. You couldn't pull off a coup. What makes you think that these people can organize their way out of a paper bag? Yes, Rose Blue, bless their delusional hearts. So, close to 54,000 people. Bullpucky. Yeah. World. Women. Voting. 6 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Oh, please, go forward. Go forth. Go forth, stupid far-right activists, and embarrass yourself. This is Cups. This is nostalgia. Make government boring again. This is the Republicans out in the cold. This is the little match girl card. Republicans out in the cold, and the far right just prancing back and forth. Meanwhile, Democrats, the party of reality, do better. Yeah, Kathy Delisle, people are on to you. Yeah. It's just, they keep losing. They keep losing elections. They keep losing on their pet cruelties that they're trying to get into law. And instead of saying, this is not helping us, they just double and triple down on the crazy, on the extremism. Yeah. Sit down. Anyway. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Charlene. Yeah, Angela M. I was just thinking about that. The idiot with the horn helmet wants to run in Arizona to be in Congress. Yeah, I talked about that with Sarah when she was on yesterday. Judgment. Two of Wands, Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. They're talking to themselves. All right. So basically, we need to stand our ground. We need to absolutely vote and make it perfectly clear we're not doing that. We're not. That's not a thing. That's not an option. And they can have their perfect little delusions of nuclear family, women barefoot and pregnant, whatever else. Just, and I haven't even mentioned the racism. So get stuffed. All right, I'll move on. CC Ryder says, I disagree with the rhetoric flying around that these people are unserious. They're very serious about installing a Christian nationalism and looking at every lever to break democracy. Yep. Sherry, Voices from the Swamp says, what scares me are the ones in the background who are not stupid, just waiting for their turn. Well, but the thing is that January 6th really was the only chance they had. And there is actually some talk that the reason that the military was so slow to agree to have the National Guard show up, that some of the thinking, at least, wasn't just quietly backing Trump or something stupid. Some of it was they didn't want to create a situation where the commander-in-chief, Trump, could try to order the National Guard to do something. Not that I think for 1 second Trump is capable of, I mean, let's face it. Donald J. for Genius Trump is no Napoleon, but some people in the military were worried about that. So, all right. Sherry says, on January 6th will not happen again, but there are other ways to take over. There are, but that really is the closest we came. And your more organized militia types, they blew it. They just, and it's good. It's good that they blew it, but they blew it. And so many of them have ended up in prison. And so yeah. All right. So, a big dog, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, 2010, Rose Blue had a question. As reported by Meidas Touch, yeah, this is the kicker. Do you cast your mind back to when Trump went to the gun store? Yeah, even though he's not supposed to have anything to do with firearms, considering, isn't he on bail? Is he on bail in 3 different places or 4? Is it 3 different jurisdictions or 4? I forget. But anyway, Trump went and he stood there with a firearm, a handgun, with a bas relief portrait of his ugly mug in the, oh, so appropriate, butt of the gun. Right on the butt of the gun was his face. That's, anyway. And he stood there and took pictures, and people were like, you're not supposed to be that. And at first it said, oh, one of his people said, was like, yes, he bought a gun. And a whole lot of people stepped forward and were like, excuse you? Those are bail conditions. And then it was suddenly like, oh, no, he didn't. No. He didn't. No. There was no, he didn't buy. And no, of course not. Of course not. A firearm was auctioned at Mar-a-Lago over the weekend. This violates 45 bail terms, transaction of a firearm. Yeah. Rose Blue said there was a video taken by a person there to buy. Oh, jeez. Sharon Rice, thank you. 4 separate indictments. Man. Rose Blue says just being around any firearm is a violation. So, hello, 4 jurisdictions. Hi. How's your mom and dad? The pew pew, the idiot with the pew pew. He's got a. There was a Mar-a-Lago, his low-class tacky rental property. Big old death card for the reading. Two of Cups, Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, World. Seriously? This would be a judge's actions or a prosecutor's actions. But start of something new. Queen, partnership, women taking Trump down. This is why were all these violations? Because if anybody, it feels like if anybody's going to do something, it's going to be a woman. So I'm thinking maybe check-in or something. Yeah, CC Ryder, anyone with the last name of Trump would be hauled into jail by now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Bismo. Bless. 5 of Cups. Yeah, we're disappointed. Star. Knight of Cups. 10 of this. Well, this is a card of doing something about it. Hope. Do something. Trump is just. There's a point at which. What is the tipping point? how many things, either illegal or, well, basically illegal, how many illegal things is he going to do, or potentially illegal things is he going to do that, eh, yes. Joyce Matthews says every time the judges give him a pass, it just goes to show that Trump is above the law, and he's not. He shouldn't be. Karen B, did Junior today really make goo-goo eyes at Haba? Really? Ay, ay, ay. Hello, Giovanna. The Orange Moron, there was some kind of charity event, and they auctioned off a firearm at Mar-a-Lago this weekend. And that should be a violation of bail, but and his astrology is terrible, and it's just going to get worse. Yeah. Shana and Sharon, ew. What did I say? Sorry. Oh, the Junior and Haba. Yeah. Ugh. Angela M says, isn't Haba married? Oh, it didn't say anything about her reciprocating. It's just, yeah. Such a charmer, that Junior. Now, Glenn asked a question. I did not have time to look it up, I'm afraid. So I don't know the details on this. I don't quite even see what this could be, but Glenn was saying that Meidas Touch. Okay, so Meidas Touch is saying Trump took steps to remove Biden from office more than 6 months after Biden was sworn in as president, according to Popok. What's that? And the question is, will anything come of this? What could you do 6 months later? I don't know. Lisa says, like Haba is an improvement over gargoyle. Well, they are of a type, aren't they? And I'll bet you anything that Gargoyle, Guilfoyle, I'll bet you anything she actually looks better without makeup. Because she's already done so much work to her face. To makeup emphasizes certain things and makes some things more noticeable, makes others less. And she's already done so much work that if you actually take the makeup away and her face can look a little bit more natural, I bet she actually looks better. Hey, Joyce Matthews says, I just heard that Popok hot take. So, sorry, did I miss how Trump thought he could get rid of Biden after Biden had been in there for 6 months? Really? Oh, thank you, Deanna. Yeah, her lips are a little, they are a little alarming. That's true. I'm actually, to be honest, my opinion, you do you. I just find it I find it more upsetting. A thing about Guilfoyle is this. It's the shoved up cleavage. In the same way on Fox and Friends, they always have a woman in the center in a short skirt. So maybe if she moves her legs just so you can see up her skirt. And she's always put in the middle. And there were some flowers there. Georgia O'Keeffe, anyone? Ew. Yeah. So I understand that there's no body shaming going on here. Not everybody has to stay as cover up as I do. I'm not trying to say that. It's just that she feels the need to always have the girls up here with clear cleavage. Like, really? Okay, you do your thing. All right. Now, what Trump did, Queen of Pentacles, Justice, Page of Wands, Eight of Cups, Judgment. Okay, I don't know what he tried to do, but there's a whole lot of no here. There's just there were already things in position. It's Biden was fine. He was in office, and this was just some stupid idea or plan. And only the truly delusional even had anything to say about it. Is something going to be done about it? I don't know. I don't know the details on this one. It just feels pathetic. So that's all I'm getting is there's so much else to go after him for. So all right. Pat Lyle. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble. My focus is a little off today. Guilfoyle was beautiful when she was married to Newsom. Yep. Surgery went bad when she became a Trumper. Yeah. She looked like a completely different person. So, Janelle Espinoza, Mike Pillow kept giving dates about Trump taking over the White House again. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Bye, Felicia. Now, I was told this. I don't actually know. Oh, Guardian headline, Donald Trump Jr. hails the, and I'm quoting, sexiness, unquote, of father's properties at New York fraud trial. Ew. All right, what I heard was that retired federal judge Maryanne Trump Barry has passed away at the age of 86. I'm sorry to hear that. And how long will Donald milk or grift this to get sympathy toward his legal issues? There's a link here, but I was actually surprised that Junior actually went on the stand today. Because I would have assumed any death in the family Trump would have tried to use as a delay tactic. Delay. James says, I said that at the beginning. Sorry. I don't always catch everything. Ace of Wands. Sun. Temperance. Strength. So, has anybody heard anything about this? I have not seen any talk about this since I came on. All right, let me grab the link. Copy. Hang on. Let me see what I can find. There's a report. New York Times has reported Monday. She was the oldest child of Fred and Mary. James says Trump said nothing about it. He complained about Jack Smith on Truth Social. Yeah, there's not a lot, but less. What this feels like is her getting a higher perspective. So I assume it's correct since the New York Times is reporting on it, and I am getting her having a higher perspective. And seeing some of the boneheaded actions and the damage they caused for both what her brother's done, but also her part in it. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't the aunt, wasn't she a part of Donald's case going after Mary and her niece Mary and her brother's inheritance? Okay, thank you. Yes, Citrino and Rose Blue. So yeah. Oh, bless her soul. Bless her soul. They're in a case to try to save Griftco. The grifts, the grift and the griftlings are in a fight to save Griftco, and I'm surprised they haven't tried to use this as a delay tactic, but okay. But there's chaos here, and then eventually there's some kind of caring. These people are so messed up. CC Ryder says, I think Maryanne Trump had retired by then, but can't double check. I don't know when you were referring to. James says she recently excoriated Donald. Good. Yeah, she had to retire because she was under all kinds of ethics investigations that were not looking good for her. Bless her soul. Okay. I missed the time on that one. Oops. I guess it was somewhere around 32-ish. I'll have to go back and check. All right, let's go down to... All right, at 38:45. Today begins the defense witness calling in the New York fraud trial. They're still saying on Trump's side that they have 127 potential witnesses. Witnesses. When you've already had one count against them, like a big count against you from the judge, and you've got the documents, but you want to call 127 people in to say what? You want to okay, explain how these people are going to be relevant. Lady Eva says, isn't that the number of attendees at his last rally? Well, yeah, exactly. Cherry Bomb says, potential is the key word. That's true. Oh, Sharon writes, Sir Alfie. Sir, brace for Alfred a Pumpkin sighting. Sweetie. Lori, reading character witnesses. Yeah. Sir. Tears in this 127 people with tears pouring down their cheeks. Sir would never do anything wrong. Please. Yeah, I understand, Janelle. The judge is likely to let them to some extent. He doesn't want to be appealed, and there's no jury. Yeah, but So it has been noted that at least Don Jr., Eric, and Allen Weisselberg will likely return. And Jr. apparently was there this morning, apparently making googly eyes at Hava. I know it's Google eyes, but with him it would be more the googly eyes. About that attractive. Lisa Kirkland says he's calling a bank executive as a witness. I can't wait. Yeah. Julia Dalton says, saw Mary Trump interviewed recently. She said DJT hated to be called Donald, so everyone on the show started calling DJT Donald. Donald he is. Queen of Cups. Witnesses, huh? This is the other side, and they're just... Go ahead. Ooh. Kristen says, breaking. The Supreme Court has developed and released a code of conduct for the justices. They must clean up their cups and dishes in the break room. Is that their code of conduct? Code of conduct. Oh, this should be entertaining. I might have to wait till tomorrow to get to it, so I have a chance to go look at it, but... Sorry. Okay. We're going to call all these witnesses, and the prosecution is like, go ahead, because we get to ask them questions too. And it's the prosecution's case that's strong here. And oh yeah, you're going to prove you have all this money. And because over here on the prosecutors, they really think these idiots are going to dig deeper holes. And again, forgetting that every time they flap their lips, flap their gums, move their lips, someone like Alvin Bragg or Jack Smith could potentially go, evidence. Thank you. Yeah. Remita Pascal says, Haba says Trump will file for mistrial in the New York fraud case. Well, he's already tried all kinds of stuff like that, hasn't he? Linda Ramsey, yes, cross-examination will be rich. Yes. All right. So, specifically, all right, let's 3 cards each at 44.25. We had Junior's testimony this morning. What about Eric? Well, Eric makes everything better. Just get up there and clarify, clear it all up. Considering the card for the reading is on the defensive, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Hermit. Boy, they really are going to try to throw you under the bus, aren't they? Crickets. Oh, I didn't do anything. Really? Because we have these Housemarks the other night went to the Trump, one of some Trump site or account where it had all even the old videos from 2012, 2014, and he went through a bunch of them, and listening to Eric and Junior talking about, oh yeah, we do these deals and we do these deals and we take care of this and it's so exciting and we're on top of this and we... Please return to the stand and run your mouth. Please. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Kathy McClintock. Love the side panels. Glad you like them. And then at 46:10, Weisselberg. Is Weisselberg going to... They're going to get Weisselberg on the stand again, assuming he's still out of prison. There's no redemption for this guy. He's not going to wake up and be like, I should tell the truth so I don't have to spend my last days in prison. No. Nope. The prosecutors go after him. He went to prison for Donald Trump. Would we go to prison for Donald Trump? Page of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. 3 of Swords. Oh, Weisselberg specifically. Please, come up. Run your mouth. Run your mouth. Everything these idiots say makes it worse for them. Amy Jones says, I don't think they would want him cross-examined. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Oh, that's a point. Faye's asking, would those old videos be used in court? I would hope so. Up here. Janelle Espinosa, you're right. With Eric, it didn't show him pouring any concrete. I know. They must have just missed it. It happens so often. They must have thought it wasn't worth, taking a video of. Whew. So, Maggie, who has a very good question at 48:20. You seriously, this you in the chat. You bring the question fire. Thank you. 48:30. Will Judge Engoron's clerk sue Trump and his team for defamation? Yes, please. Please do. Yes, Linda Ramsey, they forgot to charge the camera that day. Right. Exactly. All right. Judge Engoron's clerk, are you going to sue these idiots for defamation and putting you in danger? Well, to some extent, she shouldn't have to. Her boss should be taking care of this. Her boss should have taken care of this. He's told Trump, do not talk about her or anyone else working here. And then the lawyers came forward and did the exact same thing. She shouldn't have to sue. The judge should be coming down on these people like a ton of bricks. King of Cups. Seven of Wands. Temperance. Five of Swords. Well, these idiots, they don't have a case, so they're pushing any conspiracy theory they can think of. They're definitely going to, on Trump's team, they're definitely going to lose they're going to lose the case. But this is temperance right in the middle. I don't see her doing that. But I am starting to question Engoron a little bit. I understand he's trying to not blow up the whole thing, but this is a lot of this is your responsibility, right? Right? And telling people to not do stuff over and over doesn't even work with children, let alone defendants. If you have to say it more than once, do something about it. Just a thought. Okay. So, Janet Stafura is a longtime follower, first-time poster. Let me get to this question. 5125. Will Joe Manchin run for president on a no-labels ticket? Will he cost Biden the election? I think the key is, will he cost Biden the election? I'm going to start there. Oh, Janelle Espinosa says, this is so fun. I'm glad. It's good to be around other people who can join you in saying, what? No. I'm voting legally every chance I am given. I'm not standing for this. But right now, let's look at Joe Manchin. Cheryl Clark says, Engoron just wants to get the trial over with. I think I will feel better about the situation when he unravels the grift co. But Electrostorm. We just talked about that briefly. Thank you. 10 of Swords. Joe Manchin was going to lose. He saw the polling. He saw. Yeah. He's also older. I'm not seeing running for president here. I've got an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Pentacles. These are new. And there's a page between them which would meet someone new. Legal matters. It feels like he couldn't win, and he was like, you know what? Seriously, how old is Manchin? Because it would be a good time to retire, and it's not like he doesn't have any money. Zircon says he's got his yacht. Yeah. And James, yeah, clean coal. Let's put you in a room with the exhaust of clean coal, and let's put you in there for 5 minutes, and then have a discussion about how clean coal is, please. Okay, Kathy McClintock is saying he's 71. Ruth Yogi is saying he's 76. Well, one way or the other. This feels like somebody else's plan. Like it moves on. Fool. Sitting pretty. 9 of Pentacles. Devil. This is sitting. This could be going into something new, but it does feel like moving. Whatever's going on in that seat, moving on. This isn't running. This is sitting. This is Manchin sitting. That's what I'm getting. So, but Justice, who's running for Manchin's seat, is a full-blown right-wing nutcase. Giovannis is 76. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Justice is going to be his own problem, but that's what I'm getting there. Okay. At 55:45, what have we got? All right. I want to make sure I get to a couple of the international questions at 56. Greta's asking, what is the relationship between Netanyahu and Putin? Really? I am kidding, but jokingly, I will say, do you not like me? You want me to go into that energy? Okay, that's what I'm here to do. Whew. The sage, and yeah, we'll just tuck that right there. There. What's the relation between Netanyahu and Putin? Actually, it feels really bad. First of all, they're both a little busy, but I don't know what it looks like from the outside, but the reality is they do not like each other. They do not like each other. And frankly, not my two favorite people in this universe. So Nine of Cups. If there's something advantageous to one or the other, they might put up with certain things, but on the whole, CC Retta said, it's a good question. Hang tough on him. Get in, get out. It is a good question. Star. 10 of Cups. Justice. 7 of Cups. Emperor. Rem DePascal says Putin and Netanyahu are oil and vinegar. Giovanna is suggesting they're cuddle buddies. That was funny. Because I was kidding, and so is Visualize 70. Leave Autumn alone. She doesn't deserve this. That was cute. Thank you. No, this is fine. And honestly, there's not much here. There's not a whole lot. I mean, Putin over there and his authoritarian, just straight up authoritarian heinousness. But I'm not saying they have absolutely nothing in common. Nothing politically in common. But I'm not getting much. I'm actually getting a whole lot of animosity. So I don't know what they're saying out loud, but whew, yeah, not fans of each other. Okay. Yes, Larry, that came in earlier. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, but good questions. And Glenn had a question about Ukraine at 59:45. Bless Ukraine. Western media is showing Ukraine losing and war fatigue being a problem. With the release of frozen Russian assets to Ukraine, much will pay for old ammo from the U.S. Will this attitude change? War fatigue. Those poor people. And the Russian economy is a crater. Ukraine. Man, brutal. Absolutely brutal. Two of Swords, King of Swords, Chariot, Sun, and Temperance. Ukraine is going to win. Rosebud says Ukraine isn't losing. Yep. I'm going to read on the Supreme Court ethics. I'm going to read on that tomorrow, if that's okay. I want to go look at it first. Two of Swords, King of Swords, Chariot, Sun, and it's brutally hard, but it just feels like they will make it through, and Ukraine is going to win. This was not their choice. Zelensky has, wow, talk about a hero. Talk about a man who will go down in history as a hero. Chariot, this is the whole war situation, which is making my chest hurt. But in the sun, and in this card traditionally, you have sunflowers, which is the flower of Ukraine, and Temperance, which is peace. Ukraine is going to win. So there will be ups and downs and support and fatigue in the West. There's, yeah, Rose Blue, a tough slog, exactly. But see, Torino says Russian soldiers refusing orders. Yeah. So, all right. So that is that, and I am going to call it for the day. But I want to thank you for being here. And it really does make me, I'm grateful. It really does make me feel better to go over this stuff with you, to kind of really let it sink in that it's like, okay, we're going to get through this, because I believe that, but it helps so much to be around smart people who also can kind of see the writing on the wall too. So, and we support each other. So, all right, it is 1:30 p.m. here in Chicago. In an hour and a half at 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. And then tomorrow, Tuesday, November 14th, 2023 at noon, guess where I will be? Right here. Again, I'm here 365 days of the year. Seriously. And have been for years. So, have a wonderful rest of your day. You are not alone. We are in this together, and there really are good days ahead. All right, so take care, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.